know you can see like the outline of me, but I'm alive, I swear. You may see a light blinking. That's my headphones because I'm listening to music at the same time as recording, because I decided that that's the best course of action for me, just to stay calm and whatnot. But you know, I may turn on my TV and change the song from time to time. Anyways, it's been roughly a month since I've been behind the camera and recording. A lot's happened. I put my dog down. I think she was probably 13 by this point. Maybe a little older. But we've had her since I was really young. Probably it was like 5 to 7, something around there. Maybe even 4, I don't know. But we've had her for a long time. Really long time. And now she's gone. Now, as troubling as that is, I'm sure she's in a better place now than where she was here. I mean, she couldn't walk anymore. Not hardly. She couldn't hardly stand up. Would fall constantly, wouldn't eat. I don't know. I don't think I've cried that hard in months, years even. No, definitely not years. There's one event that I can think of where I sobbed really, really hard. And it was like one of those cries that like brings you to your knees and makes you like buckle. And that was a year and a half ago, roughly, maybe a little more. It was a relationship problem I had at the time, but that's long over with. And then, yeah, I had something new, something better, and then that also ended up rather ornery. Not ornery, wrong word. I don't know the word I'm looking for. Something with an A, I think. Not awful. I feel like it isn't a re-word. What am I listening to? Oh. Lock in. Sorry. I have my mic out so I can hear myself to make sure that I'm not being too loud or being too quiet. Doesn't work all that well compared to the music. It's a little loud. I started growing out the hair on my chin, and now it's like really pullable, and it's kind of pissing me off. But anyways, back to my dog, which I don't know how we got to relationship shit, but oh right, crying. Yeah. It's probably one of the first times I had cried that hard in a very, very long time. It's weird not having her around, but it's not like life-changing. You know, you'd figure that it would be, but you know, you'd also then realize you have to continue your life, and you can't just let it control your interactions with other people. I don't know, acceptance seems to come really fast for me on a lot of things. Like, I process and I understand why and when something happens. Now, some things definitely take longer than others, but with Conga, my dog, I mean, like, I understand it, and I don't like it, and I hate it that it happened, but it's like, you know, it's what happens. I spent a lot of time, a lot of years with her, and it was worth it. Does that make sense? I hope so. I'm just kind of speaking till it all stops spilling. Anyways, guys, yeah, it's been a minute. It's really weird to be in front of a camera again. Hi. Yeah, it's 4 in the morning now. I have a Smitty plush, guys. I love it. It's like the remake for their, or for his, collection, or whatever. So, he made this fun little guy. It says Smitty on the bottom. I spent an ungodly amount of money on it, but that's okay. Yeah, but he is pure white, not a speck on him, because I would slaughter anything that gets on it. I spent way too much for this to be getting dirty, bro. But anyways, I don't really know what all to talk about. Like, oh, well, there was my trip. That was really cool. I went and saw whale sharks. They were only juvenile males, but like they were super cool. Seeing that and the manta rays and the splendid toadfish and all the triggerfish and trunkfish and balloonfish. I think it was trunkfish. I don't know if there was trunkfish. There was also grouper. That was cool. I love them. They scare the fuck out of me because they're huge, but you know, they're cool as hell. The barracuda, the nurse sharks. Fun fact, nickname in Spanish for them is tiburón gato, which I think is like sleeping cat. Because like something they do all day is just sleep. They sleep, eat, and go to bed again. But we saw a few of those. They're big. They're like 9-10 feet. And they're very chill. They just sleep on the ground, eyes closed under a rock, being cleaned by remora and other fish. And yeah, that's actually it. I don't think we saw them doing anything more than just like sleeping or laying on the ground. We saw some really little ones too. Well, not really little, but like 2-3 feet long, which, considering their species, is not very big. I learned a lot, like crazy amounts of stuff from marine conservation and just about marine life in general. It's insane. Like, did you know that coral reefs only grow 1 centimeter a year? And sometimes 2. Or that sand can suffocate them. Or that they're vulnerable to a singular, like, degree temperature change in the water can harm them and cause them to start bleaching. Just crazy. Touching them can also do that. It can mess with them and rub things off of them. We got to clean coral though. That was really cool. Like, we'd hold on to the rock. We'd take brushes and we'd like brush off around them, and then it was like us fighting against the current. At one point we planted coral, and the dude who had the coral and the epoxy we were using to plant it he took like 20 minutes to come back to us. So while the partner I was with, while my partner was cleaning, I literally would I'd go up and I'd let the current take me, and then I'd swim back. I'd grab onto something, let go, let it take me, swim back. I turned it into like a little game till they came back around with the epoxy and elkhorn coral, and then we planted ours and we named it Jeffrey the elkhorn coral. We did a presentation on mangroves at one point, which, did you know that mangroves are a buffer zone for like coastal areas? And not only that, but they're a really good habitat for like roosting birds. Strange fact. Saibao. I don't want to learn anything from you, Twinigan. Saibao. Anyways, oh, another thing is that they hold like most of the world's, well, maybe not most of it, but a lot of the world's carbon dioxide. And the ocean provides most of our oxygen, which is a more commonly known fact. But yeah, there's that. There is, what are some other things I learned about? I learned about quadrants and how they use those in like marine science fields and to record data. They also use like this measuring thing, like they'll measure out a meter, and then within that meter they'll see how many, sorry, that's like 3 feet for people that don't do changes. That's about 3 feet. And they like measure how many are in that quadrant of like a meter around or whatever. It's really cool and really smart. Cool. Anyways, I started reading comics, kind of. I read the Batman Arkham Knight prequel. Very cool book, very nice visuals. You probably can't see it, but there's a lot of cool visuals in this. I'm reading Night of the Owls, which there are definitely some really cool things like that. Who the hell am I? I haven't gotten there yet. I am only like partially through this. I don't remember who she is, but she got decked by this fucking Talon guy. It's sick. So cool. Let's stand alone 2 feet. Don't you see those that oppose on me? Most won't leave thinking of my retreat. Show my teeth quick if you turn on me, cause oh, I forgot. I have my wetsuit and my BCD still, because we have to send them back to the company we got them from, because we were renting them. But like, they're really comfortable. Well, maybe not BCDs, they're not so comfortable, but wetsuits are relatively comfortable. Oh, I read the new Hunger Games book, Sunrise on the Reaping. Beautiful book. So cool. I've always wondered what Haymitch's time in the arena was like, and that was truly top tier. I read the first volume of Naruto while on my trip. Those are both books that I read. I read the rest of Gleanings, which is part of Neil Shusterman's Scythe series, Arc of a Scythe series. Very good books. Though I'd like to see more short stories that were more relevant to the characters that we had in our main story, but whatever. I need to get back into my Ranger's Apprentice series by John Flanagan that I was reading, or rather I was listening to. I also have the Masters of Evil book, audiobook, pulled up for Star Wars that I'll probably start listening to now that I think about it. I'm like 30-40% done with it, so it couldn't hurt. And love the aftertaste now. All your suck all your name, you look right through me. I fucked that up. Anyways, I've been on an emotional roller coaster recently. Um, I lost my debit card, which sucks. Also, I saw the Chichen Itza. I went to the Chichen Itza. That was really cool. Didn't get to climb to the top, but that's alright. No need for it, twin. Was the prototype like 3 stacks on that CD? An example of the perfect candidate now. All your girlfriends say that you don't want to see me. You're the reason that I just can't concentrate. I've been trying to fix my problem. I'm recording. My bad. I got really distracted. Nom nom, motherfucker. I forgot I even have it on my bed. I don't know what to do with this little guy. My ex gave him to me, or rather got him for me, and like, do I just keep him on the bed? What do I do with him? His name is Chum, because it's a short fin mako. But he's not a short fin. It's funny. Actually, it might be a long fin. I'm not sure, but I'm pretty sure it's not a short fin mako. I don't know. In no time, low, 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 low. Never realized that it cut off so soon before the build up. I could listen to this song for hours. It's so good. It's All Time Low by John Billion. I used to listen to it a lot when I was younger, and coming back to it is awesome. I don't wanna be alone in the darkness. I don't wanna be alone in the darkness. I don't wanna be alone in the darkness anymore. Can't get out of this hole I'm in. It's like the walls are closing and you can't help me, no one can. I can feel these curtains closing. I go to open them, but something pulls them closed again. Las Vegas, haven't got the Vegas clue, so lost. But I'll make you the small wager. If I bet you I'll be in tomorrow's paper, who would the odds favor? You'd think that I knew him. Sorry, I'm having my own little concert. These songs are great. This is Darkness by Eminem. Peak song. Sad, but you know, it's good. I'm listening to my like therapy music playlist right now. Mwah, beautiful. It's all like my sad music. It's good. It's very late, so I'll probably try to get to bed now. But maybe I'll catch up more later. Right now, I'm just kind of recuperating after everything that's happened. Uh, um, I'm feeling better now that I've talked to something or someone about it. Just getting all of this out and talking about it feels so much better than just confiding in myself. But it's I'm basically just talking to myself. That's all this is. And I know that. But it can't hurt to update people how I feel, I guess. Not that anybody really fucking cares, but I think it's like a journal entry, kind of, It's like something I can go back and review later, which is kind of cool. I feel like I've said that before. Maybe I have. Doesn't matter. Anyways, yeah, I'm gonna head to bed. Night, everybody. Love you all. Don't forget to drink water. And I'll see you when I see you.